Testing, mic 1, 2, 3. Testing, mic 1, 2, 3. Good stuff.
Hope you're not talking.
I'm not talking yet, mate, but I will be soon.
Wow, how come some chick said my comment?
That's the voice playback, mate, so it plays so my headset, so I can hear the comments. Or you that or she loves you, mate, one of the two.
God, she's sexy.
Bit like me, mate, I'm very sexy as well. Good evening and welcome to our Australian League for the Thursday's tier, ladies and gentlemen. Hoping for a dry race. Marcus will be hoping for a wet race because that's the sort of thing he likes. The wetter the better, so he tells me. I'll just run down the standings for you while we're waiting for people to come out to go onto the qualifying lap. We've got Short Marcus in first with 25 points. Amaguna with 18 points, who unfortunately can't race today due to work commitments. We've got the Chuckle Brothers, 15 points in third. Simon Wilkins, Simon Jr., Alpha Tauri, 12 points. Kazim Gronfeld in fifth with 11 points. Then we've got Russ Ace with 8 points. Danny Lawson, 6. Jim Bob, 4. Bumpercar Ben, 2. And Kieran Irvine with 1 point. And that runs down your top 10. So let's jump onto the qualifying and let's see who can set a fantastic lap on this beautiful track. We've got the Racing Point and the Chuckle Brothers riding out of the pits there. Don't forget we have got the pit assist turned off. So the pit entry is very short on this track. The pit exit is very long. It's a tricky one to get at the pit entry, to be honest. Just sort out my camera angles for you guys and see where we are at. We'll put the map on full for the stream. Got Simon Jr. going out of the mediums and Short Marcus Short Marcus going out of the mediums. I won't forget the formation lap. Sexy is what I've just heard in my ear. Thank you very much, Jason, for that. He's going to torture the life out of me with his voice in my ear now. But it's all good fun. Mr. JFX Lad and Kieran are also coming out on those medium tyres. The strategy around this track is basically you go soft medium or medium soft, or hope for a safety car in between and then pick what you want, which is the strategy going on around here. With the Chuckle Boys being first out, we'll sit on board with them for their first lap. These guys have got pretty pacey coming towards the end of last season and bringing the pace into this season also. It's the thing with these boys, you don't know who's driving because from what they tell me, one does the qualifying and one does the actual race, which is good. But they're both very, very evenly paced, so you don't know which one's driving, to be honest. Evening ARG, how's things? Coming on to this fast lap now with the Chuckle Brothers down the main straight. DRS is wide open, hitting 208 miles per hour down into the sharp right, keeping it inside there, coming to this swinging left, and you keep a hug of that curb, gives you an extra few tenths on that curb. Bringing it round, just keeps it within the limits. That's well done. That was almost an invalidation, but it's managed to Chuckle Brothers managed to keep it in that track limits right there. 7th gear, 8th gear, coming down to this tricky left-hander, down into 4th gear. I'll take that one in 5th. Coming around onto the long back straight now. Fires that DRS wide open, maximum power, maximum force, coming down to the tricky right-left now. Very neatly done, gentlemen. Keeping this very tidy, might I say. A very tidy lap from the Chuckle Brothers in this racing point. The pink Mercedes, if you'd like. It's gonna be quite a nice little lap, I think. Going around to go over the line in a 1:32.5. 1:31.4 for Joel, who set that lap. Gronfeld 1:31.9. Marcus Short with a 1:32.8 on those medium tyres, which is quite a nice little lap to be having. Jumping on board with Mr. GFX lad Jason Stimpson now in the McLaren. Keeping it nicely within those track limits, and he is jumping over the line in third position with 1:32.4. He has taken on there. Bumper car Ben with a 1:32.8. Oh, the laps are rolling in now. Anywhere from 1:31.4 down to a 1:33.9. Simon Jr. on those mediums now. Let's see what he can set on those medium tyres. Oh, he's got a little bit of a wiggle on. That's going to damage his fast lap on those mediums. NUFC Irvine and Benjamin 4454 are still sat in that pit lane, just waiting for that track to rubber in, I would think, to get a little bit more pace. Let's take a look around the track and let's see if we can find anybody on a flyer. The Chuckle Brothers seem to be still going for a second flying lap by the looks of things. They're going to better themselves. They've moved up into third with a 1:31.9. They did 2 hot laps on those softs. So I don't know if they're going. They shouldn't really be going for a third because that ERS isn't going to do them any favours halfway through the lap. It will wear out. But we'll see what they come up with there. Mr. GFX lad is going for another run on those mediums. He's going to do a double hot lap on these. Enough ERS for 2 hot laps. No, he's going to jump in the pits. He's going to jump in the pits. Let's take a look around this grid. You've got Marcus Short in the pits. Daz Blade just jumping into the pits. Let's jump on board with Simon Jr. See if he's managed to make any forward steps with these medium tyres. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near fast enough. It's only 1:29 coming around the last corner. It's going to be almost a 1:33. Yeah, I'm right. It's a 1:33.3. It's not the best for those means. I think he needs to come back in and throw those softs onto that vehicle and give it a boot full of right foot, I think. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad everybody can hear me tonight because I've managed to sort my settings out. I've been talking to myself for the last 2 streams, but it is what it is. I don't mind talking to myself. Nobody usually listens to me anyway, to be fair. They normally just watch the footage, but we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Coming down on to Rousseff. He seems to be on a hot lap in this here Ferrari. He's going at some pace, so I would think he'd be on a hot lap. So let's take a look at him in this Ferrari. Get a little bit of a wiggle on, to be fair. The looks awfully dull. He might be just coming round onto his hot lap. Sorry, guys. It's looking like it might rain for the race. I mean, I can't see that as being commentator, but I can only presume. Mate, you're not allowed to say David Benson the second to me. That's not very nice, is it? The league's 50-50, mate. We're getting divorced. I'm taking half your league off you. Right, let's take another look around this grid. Got Short Marcus coming on his out lap. Daz Blades in the pits. Bumper Car Ben's pits. David Rapture's in the pits. Chartman. Simon Jr.'s just coming out now for his nice warm-up. Got NUFC Irvine on his out lap also. Let me just have a look at Marcus. Isn't as close as Irvine for his out lap. Neither is Gronfeld, so it's going to be going down to NUFC Irvine in the Renault. We're going to watch his hot lap in this Renault and see what we do with these mediums. Here he goes. Full beans. Always remember this second line is the DRS line. I get mixed up all the time on this. Keeping it nice. Just hugging that right hand side. 208 miles an hour towards the first sharp right corner. Keeps that very nice. That's a very good corner line to be taken. Just needs to hug that curb a little bit more on the inside. Just get that few extra tenths. That does give you a good couple of tenths if you hug that curb on the inside. Nicely done, very nicely done on the exit of that apex right there. Keeps it nice. He's got purple sector 1 as NUFC Irvine on these medium tyres, which is absolutely outstanding. Oh, he's just he's invalidated the water. An absolute no. That's very unfortunate for NUFC Irvine. He was on a purple first sector, just dipped his tyre over the white line by no more than a couple of centimetres. And that's his hot lap ended, so he's going to have to cool it down, save a little bit of fuel, and run again. So where were we going to next? We were going down to Short Marcus, who was absolutely flying on his hot lap. Purple Sector 1, Marcus has taken Purple Sector 1 now. Third gear around there, keeps it nice and clean. Absolutely pins it through that little chicane right there. Coming down to the big long back straight where you get a hell of a lot of speed. Keeps that very nice and neat and tidy. Hugging the right hand side to give him maximum points on this track. Down into third gear. Keeps it in third. Little bit of a wiggle on the back end there. Keeps it nice and planted on the back end. It's going to be a nice lap as this by looks. He's on the soft tyres as well, so should be a hell of a flying lap. 27, 28, 29 is set at 130.5, which puts him on pole position. Our pole position yesterday was a 130.8 by Paul Jones Jr. Mr. GFX lad has put a 131.0. So he needs to find half a second in there somewhere, the little Gaylord. Let's take a look. Mr. GFX lad is flying again. Let's take a look at him in that McLaren. See if he can... he'll want that pole position off Marcus. No, he's slowing. Chuckle Brothers coming around, and Chuckle Brothers put it on P3 with a 131.4. Well done, men, well done. Very nice, very nice. Move down the grid a touch. On board with Bumper Car Bennings on the out lap, we'll move up from him. RR3 Chartman, let's take a look at what he might be going to be doing. He's on a flying lap right now. Pulls out to the right, needs to knock it down in fifth gear. That's a very nice corner by RR3 Chartman. Bringing it round, getting the perfect exit on this corner is what you need to be doing. Is coming down to the very fast back straight. Hugging that wall, that's exactly what you need to do. Hug that wall, get them few tenths under your belt on them corners.
Say something.
There's a Red Bull coming out and coming around this sweeping left-hand bend. Keep away from that curb because it will spin you into the wall. No, try race, thank you. Thanks, mate. Thanks, appreciate that. Okay. Red Bull coming out. Just coming down to the last sector, last two corners for RR3 Chartman. And he's going to come over the line. He manages to gain one place with a 132.9. Going to sit on board with Daz Blade in that Mercedes-Benz now. Doing his hot lap. Keeps that very nice and neat and tidy in that Mercedes-Benz Daz Blade. Full power. Down to another very sharp Right, down into 4th gear, keeps that to a lovely corner. This is a tricky little corner. Down into 4th gear, pins the throttle wide open. This is the one you need to get the most, you need to get the perfect exit on here to get the maximum speed up that back straight and give you a good 3 or 4 tenths if you get it right. You just try and hug that wall on that right hand side just to give you that line to dive left and dive right again. Nicely done by Dazblade. He's got purple sector 2, Dazblade. People might tell me it's a glitch, but I don't believe it. Bringing it around the final sector, round to the last 3 corners now. Takes them very nice. This is going to be a nice lap. This should be a nice lap. It should be a 1:31.8. 1:31.8. That's not a bad lap, that Dazblade. Well done. Puts him in P7. Let's take a look up the grid and see if anybody's on any action. Mr. GFX lad is absolutely kicking the head in on this McLaren. We'll sit on board with him whilst he's going to be going for that pole position. He wants that pole position off short markers. Nope. He's on his outlap. He is on his outlap. He's weaving his car, telling me he's on his outlap because I'm a crap commentator. At least he keeps me right, guys. But we will sit on board with Jason and watch his outlap. Hot lap, sorry. My mistake. You going back in the pits? You don't want me to watch you do your hot lap. I'm going to watch you. Everybody's going to watch you. We're going to watch you get pole position, mate. That's what we're going to do. Go on, mate. Give me big beans. So, heading down the first straight. We'll get that DRS wide open on that McLaren. Hugging that wall nice and tight. Very nicely done. 208 miles an hour again, down into that fast right-hand corner. Pulling around this very sweeping left. Very nice corner, well taken. Giving this McLaren every bit of horsepower it has got. Keeping that nice and neat as well. Very nice corner taken there, keeping it within the track limits, which isn't like Jason might add. Down to 5th gear. Go, just gets a little bit of a shuttle off that curb there. Keeps that right hand front wheel within that white line. DRS wide open, full speed ahead, down towards the chicane down the bottom here, which is a very tricky corner indeed. Keeping it nice and tight, nice and neat and nice and tidy. A little bit wide there. Oh, it's got to be not an invalidate. Oh dear. That's the end of that. We'll sit on board with the Chuckle Brothers right now and see where they're going to be going to. They're on their out lap, I believe. We'll have a sit with Jim Bob and see what's going on here in the Alpha Tauri. Jim Bob is another man who was always on the pace. He's currently in P5 with a 1:31.5 on a brand new set of softs. Yeah, good luck, Orsat. Let's see what they can do, mate. Jim Bob currently P5 in the Alpha Tauri. Coming down this long back straight now is going to be giving that Alpha Tauri everything it's got. Squeezing every ounce of horsepower out of that Alpha Tauri. Oh, runs it a little bit wide there, got a bit too hot into that corner, but he's managed to keep it neat. He's managed to keep it back again. He might be in with a shout for a top 3 here if he keeps his head on the ball. This should be a pretty good lap. It should be in the 1:30, 31 lows. 31, oh, 31.5. 31.5, just didn't manage to get them a couple of tenths on the Chuckle Brothers or Joel, unfortunately. sit on board with Gronfelt now. We're currently in P6 in the Alfa Romeo. Who's got an invalid lap, unfortunately, so he won't be doing anything. So, we're starting to get the checkered flags in right now. Short Marcus, at this moment in time, might I add, has finished on pole. Joel has taken P2 off of Mr. JFX lad. Jason is coming P3. P4 is the Chuckle Brothers. Jim Bob P5. Gronfelt's in the pits. Currently in P6, but we haven't given him a checkered flag yet. But he will get P6. Dazblade 7. NUFC Irvine 8. Russell 9th, and Bumper Car Ben will be in 10th, ladies and gentlemen. And that runs down your top 10 for the race. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's your top 10. What a fantastic setup of a race this is going to be for us all. It's going to be very interesting up there. Short Marks on P1, Joel P2, Mr. JFX had 3, Chuckle Brothers 4, Jimbo 5, Gronfelt 6th. It's going to be the first quarter battle by the looks of things. Let's see what happens. Get your strategies on, boys, and you're either going soft, medium, medium, soft. And we're going to also have a nice dry race as well, I've been informed, so you have to work these tyres nice and pit in at the right time, boys. So, let's get ready for this formation lap. So, tyres. We've got everybody on the soft tyres except for NUFC Irvine in 8th. And Benjamin 4454 has taken the option for the medium tyres at the back of the grid in 14th. Which is not a bad strategy. Have at the back, you can watch the accidents and incidents and pass them by with the medium tyres. Go for the long haul, put the soft boots on, and give it a full beans for the last section of the race, which is a good option to be having. But I am very much looking forward to this indeed. Very much looking forward to this indeed. I've got some really fast drivers in this league here. And also some very clean drivers as well. So I will keep my eyes out for the incidents. Make sure you record your race, gentlemen, and send any unseen footage into the stewards so we can sort that out for you guys. Short Marcus will be pulling up onto the P1 spot on the grid with his teammate Williams 1-2. which is nice to see. Williams 1-2, who would have thought it, huh? Stranger things have happened. Whether they'll both finish is another story, but we'll see. If Orsat was anything to do with it, it would have been taking them both out in the first corner. But he's not racing tonight, he's watching. Right, we're going to get lined up for this Thursday League race. Williams 1-2, Mr. GFX lad behind them. And here we go. Away we go. Short Marcus keeps that position up in P1. The Williams of his teammate Joel's right behind him. We seem to have got away unscathed at this moment in time. The BWT of the Chuckle Brothers is hot on the heels of these Williams. Mr. GFX lad's gone down to P11. What's happened there? What's happened to Mr. GFX lad? Has he got damaged? Let me take a look. I shall take a look so when he comes around this corner. Seems to have all his wing intact, so he should be managing to pick back up that grid somewhere. The Gronfeld's moved up into P3. He's taken the Chuckle Brothers. This is a very good start to the race, ladies and gentlemen. Williams is still P1, P2, where they started off. Mr. GFX lad's dropping down that grid like you wouldn't believe. I don't know what's happening to him. Coming down to that chicane now. On board with NUFC Irvine, just behind the Chuckle Brothers. NUFC Irvine is P5. Chuckle Brothers are right on the tail of that Alfa Romeo right there. Mr. GFX lad's overtaken Russell. He's gone up into P13 now. Gronfeld, little bit of a lock-up. That's going to encourage the Chuckle Brothers very much so. Joel seems to be getting dragged around the track by Short Marcus. Yeah, keeping that very tidy. These Williams are looking like really good teammates. The Alpha Tauri Simon Jr. is in for a wing change, in for a brand new set of soft tyres as well. Let's have a look down this grid and see if there's any more action going on. Jim Bob is on the back of NUFC Irvine, P7, he's wanting that P6 for himself. RR3 Charmant's on the back of Bumper Car Ben in the Alfa Romeo, looking to hunt down that Red Bull and try and get past it. Mr. GFX lad is on the back of Benjamin 4454. Benjamin 4454 has got a penalty of 3 seconds. Simons Jr. has a 5-second penalty, possibly speeding the pit lane, I'm not sure. But Jason is... Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. What has gone on here? I can't see any incident at this moment in time. Whether it's somebody's front wing strewn across the track or... I'm not 100% sure. We've still got the VSC out on track. Let's take a look at Jason's car. He's still got his M plates on. I don't know why he was dropping down the grid. I'm sure he'll tell me later. But he's coming in the pits. No, he was going. Oh, he is going in the pits. He just overshot the runway a little bit. Oh, 3-second time penalty for Jason as well. Don't think it'll be. Oh, he might be able to serve that because the VSC has gone in. But we are back racing again, ladies and gentlemen. Gronfeld is all over the back of Jolie. He wants that P2. Short Marks is down the road by 1.8 seconds. Shall we see what Gronfeld can do in that Alfa Romeo? He is absolutely hunting down this Williams. And who else have we got? NUFC Irvine on the back of Chuckle Brothers.
Had to start AI.
Oh, God. Oh, Jason's granddad's turned up and he had start AI. Oh dear. Not good. Not good when you've got a league race going on, mate. I feel sorry for you on that one. Let's take a look down this grid. What close battles have we got? We've got Gronfeld's probably the closest with a half a second gap to Joel from P3 to P2. Right at this second in time. We've got Navi Rapture 0.8 of a second behind Bumpercar Ben. Daz Blade 7/10 behind NUFC Irvine. So there's some good little battles going on up and down this grid right here. Short Marcus in the mix of all this is just... He's 2 seconds in front. He's just down the road now. He's concentrating on his game. He wants his race. He wants the pole position. He wants the podium. Gronfeld is got 65% battery, but the Williams in front has got 73% battery, so it's got enough to defend. Let's be honest. And NUFC Irvine on the back of the Chuckle Brothers now. We'll sit on this, watch this for a little few seconds and see what happens. See if you can get the aerodynamics coming off the back of that racing point. Gronfeld is moving ever closer to the back of that Williams. Gronfeld can smell the blood now. He's not giving up on this. He gets a few perfect corners. He's going to be in with a shout for an overtake. Definitely. Runs a little bit wide there. He's going to get a bit of a warning for that on his own screen, not mine. And again, that's two in 2 corners. He needs to just keep his head, keep it cool. Just keep in the slipstream and that Williams in front of you. Move down to Bumpercar Ben because he's coming towards the back of our R3 Chapman now. Mr. GFX Ladder's got another 3-second penalty after probably already serving one in the pits. Mr. GFX has had to retire. I don't know what's going on there, guys. He's hit the wall. Unfortunately, he's out. So we have got a full track safety car out right now. Probably a little bit too early to be coming in and changing the tyres unless you're going to go for the hards and take the long haul. The mediums won't last at all. But we have got people coming into the pits. We've got RR3 Chartman pitting. We've got Daz Blade pitting. We've got Chuckle Brothers pitting. The guys up in front not even thinking about the pit stop as yet. Rusev has got a drive-through penalty. He will need to serve that within 3 laps after the safety car has gone in. And it just adds insult to injury because he's down in 12th position as well, which isn't going to help him by any way, shape or form. So you run down, we've got Marcus in first, Joel in second, Gronfeld third, Irvine fourth, Benjamin fifth, Chuckle Brothers 6th, Daz Blade 7th, Chartman 8th, Bumpercar Ben 9th, and Never Rapture on P10. 3 of the top 10 have got a 3-second penalty. Benjamin 4454, Daz Blade and Bumpercar Ben for exceeding the track limits. Rusev has got a drive-through penalty, but it cannot be served under the safety car, so he's going to have to dive in and do that penalty, which is going to cost him more time, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Let's take a look on board with Short Marcus and watch these lights on this safety car. Marcus, you're not allowed to pass the safety car, unfortunately, my friend. You're going to have to wait for it to go in to the pit stop. If you crash into it, it will write you off. Safety car is out for one more lap, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately for us. I think Rusev will have to come straight in off the back of that safety car to serve his penalty, because although it's under safety car, I think the laps still count, which is not very good. They shouldn't count, but they do. So it will disqualify him if he doesn't come in straight after the safety car. I think I'm right in saying that. So we have got 12 drivers remaining in this race. Safety car is taking its time. It will be in this lap, 100%. Marcus is getting a little bit impatient with the safety car. Should we have a look at the tyres that are fitted? We've got short marks on 5 lap old softs. So they've got about another 5-6 laps left on them. Joel's got 5 lap old softs. Gronfelt 5 lap old softs. NUFC Irvine's in a better position with the 5 lap old mediums in P4, which is good. Chuckle Brothers have put the hards on, so they are going for the long haul. With the hards, they will do the end of the race on that, so long as they don't get any wing damage in the meantime through tapping a wall or anybody knocking the wing off or what have you. Bumper car Ben has also gone on the hard, so he will be seeing the rest of the race out, but the people on the medium and the softs will have to pit again. So them two guys on the hards put themselves in a pretty position, to be honest. It's not a bad strategy to be running. Right, ladies and gentlemen, the safety car lights have gone out. We are going racing again. Short Marcus will set the pace for the restart. We'll sit on board with NUFC Irvine and see when we're about to go. Everybody's obviously got the full battery charged up now. As long as no taps, knocks or bangs with front wings. And away we go. A bit of a wiggle on from Joel. Bit of a lock up from Gronfelt. NUFC Irvine's got a little bit of a power slide on, but he's managed to get the slipstream on that Alfa Romeo. See if we get any position changes under the restart. None as yet. Down into the very tricky right hand, left hand turn. Short Marcus is well down the road. He's gained 1.1 second already. NUFC Irvine is the Daz Blade is very. Oh, Daz Blade has overtaken the Chuckle Brothers. The Chuckle Brothers have run a little bit wide. RR3 Chapman's just watching this battle here, hoping that they're going to make mistakes, and he's going to be on the ball, and he's going to be passing them both if they're not careful. Chapman's just keeping it nice and cool. Didn't get quite the acceleration or the traction out of that corner that he maybe would have liked. Bumper car Ben has overtaken his team Mark Benjamin, which is probably team orders from the Red Bull garage. Bumper car Ben is on the hard tyres as well, which is interesting. Simon Jr. is 0.1 of a second. Oh, Rusmus made a mistake. Simon Jr. takes that P11 position onto the back of Nava Rapture now. It was 0.3. We've got Bumper Car Ben's overtaken Joel. What's happening to Joel now? He's down into P8. Has he had an accident? Has he had a mistake? What's happened there? Where's that Williams gone down so far down the grid? Keeping a close eye. Joel's coming back up on Bumper Car Ben. He wants that position back really badly. Bumper Car Ben locks up ever so slightly. Obviously he has no ABS assistance on that Red Bull. Just try to keep my eye on the deltas, guys, the time difference, and we've got Simon Jr. on the back of Nava Rapture, who is the closest man at this second in time, but then we've got Joel on the back of Bumper Car Ben, who is down closer. So I'm trying to keep up with these battles for you guys. Trying to get the best footage I can. Let's change to the penalties. The penalties are coming in thick and fast now. Joel's got no penalties. Bumpercar Benny Frontman's got 3 seconds, but he has got the slipstream on this Red Bull, trying to keep behind it. He's using it. Battery up now. He's going to go for the inside now. Has he made it? Has he made it stick? Oh, we've got a little... Oh, no, he's spanned the Red Bull. Oh, my word. Very contact there. Oh, my word. They've both dropped places upon places. They've both dropped all 3 places each. Bumpercar Ben gets going again. I'm not sure if he's got any damage. I need to take a look at that. Yeah, he's lost an end plate, unfortunately, on that. So that's going to need looking at, I'm afraid. Navi Rapture's giving it absolutely beans out of that corner to try and get the ultimate exit and the ultimate traction to bring it down upon them. Joel is absolutely giving that Williams rock all. He's fuming. He's lost them top places now. Not a good overtake in my eyes. We'll move back up the grid. Who have we got? NUFC Irvine. He's up in the 3rd position on those medium tyres on the back of Gronfeld, who is in 2nd position. But them soft tyres are going to be getting old now. Let's have a look. 8 laps old. So NUFC Irvine is in a better position. Them softs will be dying off very fast now. They'll be dropping off a cliff. Stops. The top 3 have not stopped as yet. Gronfeld locks up. NUFC Irvine is smelling absolute blood here. He's going to be wanting that position. And he will get it regardless, because Gronfeld will definitely have to pit before NUFC Irvine, without a doubt. Let's take a little bit further look down the grid. We're getting a bit spaced out now down the grid. We're getting gaps appearing everywhere, so there's going to be opportunities to get in that pit and get back out before your opposition has a chance to catch you. So there's going to be pit windows opening wide open everywhere around this circuit right now. Short Marcus is running away with this right now. There's nobody can catch him. He's 3.4 seconds in front. He's just sailing away, doing his thing. We'll sit on board with him for half a lap, as there's no quite close battles at this moment in time. There we go, down to Benjamin. Benjamin on Navi Rapture. Navi Rapture just locks up ever so slightly. Benjamin seeing this opportunity on the mediums, just taking them a little bit wide there. Navi Rapture's tyres are 5 laps younger than Benjamin 4454, but it's not about the younger tyres, it's who can control them the better. NUFC Irvine is... Oh, he's almost got Gronfeld. He has almost got Gronfeld. He's going to have this. Down the... Oh, Gronfeld span. Gronfeld has... Oh, Irvine must have damaged his front wing right there. Surely to goodness. Let me take a look. No, he hasn't. He's kept both end plates. His wing has got no damage whatsoever. So that is very lucky indeed for that Renault driver. But Daz Blade is fast approaching behind in that Mercedes-Benz. Daz Blade is now seeing an opportunity. NUFC Irvine does have to pit again, might I add. Oh, sorry, again. Has to pit, sorry. He hasn't pitted for the first time. So the top 2 have not pitted. So Daz Blade is in a very pretty position right here. Chucker Brothers are on the hard tyres in P4. Going very well indeed. Yeah, as long as these boys keep the head, keep it nice, keep it tidy, keep the front nose going, they're going to be in for a podium finish, these boys, I would say, my eyes. Daz Blades hunting down NUFC Irvine with those medium tyres on. Daz Blades are 5 laps old. They're half the age of NUFC Irvine's, but NUFC Irvine should have enough life left in those tyres for another 8 laps, I would think. Then he'll go on the softs. But that mistake from Gronfeld has cost him dearly. He's all the way back down to P12 now. He's gone in, he's put the mediums on. He's going to hope they're going to see him to the end of the race. There'll be a little slide at the end of the race, don't get me wrong, but they will probably just the same make it, I would think. Marcus has pulled a 5.4 second gap over P2.
I was saying your girl was driving.
Whose girl was driving the RG? What are you talking about? Whose girl's driving? My girl or your girl? Because I know your missus is doing a lot better than you do. Although you beat me yesterday, I won't lie. So we've got 0.3 of a second between 3 and 2. Simon Jr., let's take a look at this guy on the back of our R3 chart, man. He's half a second behind. Well, 0.7 of a second. Chartman's keeping it nice and tidy. Simon Jr. is a good racer, he just needs to keep his cool. Keep that opportunity. He's going to get the DRS down here. He needs to DRS, ERS. He's using a little bit too much ERS there. Keep it in that slipstream. Give it the full fuel. He could quite well take this line right now. Oh no, he's decided no, he's backed out. He's backed out. Chartman's keeping it nice and clean in that Alfa Romeo. He knows there's danger behind, but he's just keeping his elbows out right now. Just taking a look at up and down this. Daz Blades just dropped back a couple of tenths off of NUFC Irvine, but he's bringing it back. Daz Blades charged up and he's going for it again. He's only got 3% battery remaining. Irvine has got some defence left in that battery as well. Daz Blades keeping that tighter line. Like I said, you can get a few tenths keeping that tight line. Chartman has just got a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings exceeding the track limits. Short Marcus has pulled a 5.5 second gap. Doesn't seem to be making any more gap because them softs will be absolutely shredded by now. They'll be on the last legs. So he'll come back out and he'll come back down. Oh God, he'll come back down into about 8th place, I would think, if he pits now. Oh, Daz Blades just taking that a little bit too wide. He's just trying to keep up with NUFC Irvine right there. Simon Jr. on the back of Chartman is only half a second off as well in that Alpha Tauri. Using the fuel mixture, using his RS, using his DRS, doing everything he can to get past this Alfa Romeo. Joel has just got a 3-second time penalty in that Williams. Chartman's just misjudged that corner ever so slightly. Benjamin 4454, 3-second penalty, multiple warnings as well. The penalties are coming in thick and fast. Now this is going to be it. This is going to be the move for Simon Jr. on Chartman. Surely to goodness. He's got the DRS, he's got the ERS, he's got the fuel. He's gone around the inside. He's taken that position and is off down the road. That's got to have stuck. Got to have stuck. Oh yes, he's away. Simon Jr. takes P4 off Chartman. Oh, Daz Blade is up into P1 now. We've got a Sector 3 yellow flag. Not sure what's happened there. Oh, we've got bumper car Ben spinning around, lost his front wing. Yellow flag in Sector 3. He's just misjudged that corner. Looks like he's span it, unfortunately. He's probably going to have taken his front wing off. Yes, he has. He's got right hand front wing damage. He needs to come straight in that pit. Get them. Oh, God, I'd probably go for mediums again, to be honest, if I was him. Daz Blade has taken the lead of the Grand Prix. NUFC Irvine in second has 13 lap old mediums. Chuckle Brothers are looking very pretty in P3 with them hard tyres on 8 lap olds. They have got Simon Jr. behind. RR3 Charman is coming up on the back of Simon Jr. now, looking to gain another position. Let's have a look at the stops. Benjamin hasn't stopped yet, but he's in the pits now. NUFC Irvine is chasing down Daz Blade on those 14 lap old mediums. He is not giving up, this man. He does never give up. He's chasing down Daz Blade. He wants to catch him, although his tyres are 5 laps older. He's not bothered. He's not bothered. He's going for it. He is absolutely going for it. They're both on a 6-second penalty in P1 and 2 as well. Short Marks has come out in P6. It's come out on the medium, so he's going to go at the end of the race on those mediums. He made the softs last as long as he could, but the positions are there to be made up, without a doubt. Chartman is on the move once more, giving it everything he's got. He's used every single ounce of battery he has in that Alfa Romeo to try and chase down Simon Jr. Simon Jr. is having none of it. He's kept some battery spare. He's got 30% left. He's saying, come and get me if you want me. You're going to have to take me. You're going to have to do what you need to do. NUFC Irvine's just out of DRS range of that Mercedes-Benz. But the top two do have a 6-second time penalty. Oh, we do have a VSC. What has happened here? Who's that in the wall? Who's that in the wall? Somebody's in the wall and I can't see who it is. I think it might be hazarded against Gronfeld, but I'm not sure. No, I don't think it was. Could have been Bumper Car Ben. I'm unsure. So, away we go again. Best battle we've got at this moment in time is RR3 Chartman. Oh, Chartman's just got another penalty. That's taken the excitement out of it a little bit, if I'm honest. They were both on a 3-second, and now Chartman's just got another 3, which takes it up to 6-second penalty. But no, like I was saying before, the Chuckle Brothers have no time penalty whatsoever on those hard tyres, and they are 4, 5, 6 seconds behind P1, so they could well be sitting very pretty on that podium coming to P2 or P3, I would predict, to be honest. So let's take a look across this grid and see what is going on exactly. We're all very spaced out at this moment in time. There's no actual close battles to be looking at the moment in time. Position changes, I'll give you a bit of that. We've got Daz Blade, it's up 6 positions into P1. NUFC Irvine up 6 positions also into P2. Chuckle Brothers up 1 position into P3. We've got a yellow flag again in Sector 2, I think it was. Simon Jr. up 9 positions. Wow, now that's an achievement in itself. Short Marks is down 5 positions right this very second in time. But he is catching Chartman. We'll jump down onto Short Marks and see how he's getting on on those medium tyres. Gronfeld, let's take a look at him because he's on the back of Benjamin right now. We'll take a look at Gronfeld because he is feeling very fired up at this moment in time. He'll be a little bit upset about himself spinning. He'll want to redeem himself for the last 10 laps of this race. A little bit of lagging going on here, but nobody's fault. Gronfeld's got 65% battery to be burning up as well, so he's in a pretty good position, to be honest. If he can get that position off Benjamin, then chase down Rusev. It's a big ask. It's 30 seconds almost, but he can still get a point out of this, to be honest. Let's jump up to Simon Jr. because he's 1 second behind Chuckle Brothers. And Simon Jr. coming up on the back of the Chuckle Brothers, mediums to hard tyres. We've all got short Marcus coming up on the back of Chapman as well. Marcus will be wanting to be on that podium. You better believe it. He'll if he doesn't get that podium, he'll be crying himself to sleep tonight, I promise you that. Sector 1, Sector 2, yellow flags. Chapman kindly gets out of the way for short Marcus. Let's take a look at these tyres. Rusev 15 lap olds are the oldest tyres on the track at this moment in time. Daz Blade has got 12 lap old mediums. He's not going to see the end of the race on those. 12 lap old has Chuckle Brothers into second position right now. Sector 3, we've got a yellow flag. I'm not sure what is going on that side of things at this moment in time. Short Marcus has got 3.7 second gap to Simon Jr. in third position. Short Marcus is 4 lap old mediums. We've got NUFC Irvine overtaken Chartman. Chartman's gone into the pits. He's going to come in and change those mediums to softs. Let's just sit on board with Chartman for a couple of seconds and see what he's going to change. Yes, he is coming in for a set of brand new soft tyres on that Alfa Romeo to give it full beans for the last section of the race. Chuckle Brothers going strong with these hard tyres. Simon Jr. is chasing down. Simon Jr. is on 13 lap old mediums, might I add. They won't probably last till the end of the race. They're going to be feeling very slippy, very slidey come 20 laps in. Short Marcus is hunting down these top 3 at this moment in time. Even if the Chuckle Brothers gave way and let him go, these mediums, I'm not convinced they will last till the end of the race. I really don't think they will. Can we take a look at the penalties? Chuckle Brothers still don't have any penalties. Very, 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 very cleanly raced. And please, we've got 7 laps left of the race. Could you please put in my stream your driver of the day, if you don't mind? Thank you very much. So we'll have those votes in now, please. Chuckle Brothers, I thought they'd let them go then. I thought they gave away the cut a corner a little bit there, but keeping it Marline. I call that Marline because that's a very, very nice line to take. The hook in the inside of that, it gives you a good couple of tenths on that there. Come on, boys, give me your driver of the day. Post it in my chat. Come on, please. I know my driver of the day is. Help me out. Come on. I'm watching the closest battle on the track at the minute, which is between Simon Jr. and the Chuckle Brothers. Chuckle Brothers are on the hard tyres. Simon Jr. is going to make a move for it here, without a doubt. Chuckle Brothers just need to keep it nice and tidy. Don't worry about him. Let him go. Because his mediums aren't going to last, boys. Don't worry about it, boys. Just let him go. Because he will become slip-slidey. And he has got a penalty, and you haven't, so don't worry about it. Daz Blade is 7 seconds in the lead right now. But he is on 15 lap old mediums. Now I don't know if these boys are going to risk these mediums till the end because they've got 6 laps at them. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Chuckle Brothers are still sticking on the back of that Alpha Tauri. Definitely sticking on the back of that Alpha Tauri. Got no other close battles at the minute. We'll just look down the grid. Got short markers all over the back of the Chuckle Brothers. Coming out of nowhere. Looking for that podium. So Short Marcus is looking for that P2, possibly even a P. Oh, nearly takes the back of the Chuckle Brothers wing off. He needs to just back it up a little bit and just get his opportunity. So we're sitting on board with Short Marcus here, who's watching the Chuckle Brothers and Simon Jr. chasing each other around the track. Marcus is going to go for this here. He's got lots of battery. He's going to get the DRS. He's going to probably take the inside line on the Chuckle Brothers. Yeah, he's going for it. Oh, locks up. Gives plenty of room. Well sportsmanship. Chuckle Brothers are still there on the left. Chuckle Brothers are not giving way, which I don't blame them. Oh, slight contact there. The Williams has made it, gone through. Marcus has got a slight lock up there, coming out of that, coming out of the apex there. Another slight lock up there from Marcus. So the Chuckle Brothers are probably at this moment in time going to end up with. They're a bit far off for P2. They're probably P3 at the minute, to be honest. Yeah, interesting race. Let's take it down to Chartman, who is on the back of Russell. 5 laps left of this race, ladies and gentlemen. Short Marcus is pumping these laps in like you wouldn't believe. Fastest lap is NUFC Irvine with a 133.6 dead. So that is what you need to be achieving. Nobody else is even in the 133s. Short Marcus is 134.9. Simon Jr. 134.8. Nobody's even in the 133s apart from NUFC Irvine. So we'll sit on board with NUFC Irvine and watch him for a minute or two. Because he is coming along very nicely indeed. So we've got Daz Blade up in P1, 6.3 seconds in front of Simon Jr. Short Marcus is 0.6 of a second behind Simon Jr. We'll sit on board with Short Marcus and see if we can get that move done down this next straight. So we're still watching the battle between Shaun Marcus and Simon Jr. for that P2 position. Simon Jr. does have a 3-second penalty. Shaun Marcus does not have any penalties whatsoever. Chuckle Brothers have escaped the clutches of NUFC Irvine at this moment in time. We've got 3 laps left here, ladies and gentlemen, here in Russia. Probably one of the flattest tracks you'll ever race in your life. No uphills, no downhills, just pure corners to deal with. Let's take a look at Benjamin. He's on the back of Gronfeld at the moment. Gronfeld's managed to get himself back in the points, which is nice to see because he was running right up there. We've got Sector 3 yellow flag. What's going on? We have got Simon Jr. going round in circles, which gives NUFC Irvine the P4 and the back of the Chuckle Brothers racing point to look at on the softs. Let's take a look at these tyres. 6-lap-old softs against 19-lap-old hards. I don't fancy the chances. Oh, this isn't going to be nice to watch. He's had to put the brakes on. He almost went at the back of him. That's good driving for NUFC Irvine. That's very good awareness from the Renault driver there. But he has made the overtake now. Irvine has got 9 seconds of penalty, so the Chuckle Brothers don't need to worry too much about that for 3 laps. Because they shouldn't lose 9 seconds in 3 laps, although they are on the hards and he's on the softs. They'd be very unlucky. So Shaun Marcus is in P2, but the time delta will give him P1 so long as he keeps up this pace. Daz Blade is really feeling the pressure of these medium tyres. What is his tyres on now? The 19-lap-old mediums. They're not going to be much left on them. They must be down to the bare minimum now. There's not going to be a lot of grip left on these things now. And he needs to do another 2 laps on them. 2 laps from here. And Shaun Marcus is on 11 laps. He's probably going to catch him, if I'm honest, because he is absolutely flying. We've got Sector 1 yellow flag. I don't know what's going on there. I can't see any incidents at this moment in time. Two people on the grid without a penalty is Shaun Marcus and Rusev. So we shall see what this race shall bring us. Shaun Marcus has brought the gap down to 3.2 seconds now, so he is the man on the move at this moment in time. He's going to get the pole position through hook or by crook, whether it be penalties or whether it be pure racing. Chuckle Brothers are probably looking for a podium as well, so long as they keep that within 9 seconds of NUFC Irvine, which will be nice to see the boys on the podium, to be honest. They do work very hard at what they do. Between them, they are a good team, a very good team. Marcus has now got it down to 2.5 seconds for the last lap of this Russian Grand Prix. Going to use some of that battery up, going to use some of that fuel up. He's going to go probably try for a fast lap as well on the mediums. I don't know if it's possible, but we can give it a go. Daz Blade, 6-second penalty. He's not going to save him, I'm afraid. Marcus has brought this gap down to 2 seconds now. Under 2 seconds, just gone. Chuckle Brothers are 5.3 behind NUFC, so they can still finish on P3 so long as they keep up their pace. 1.5 seconds. I think Marcus might actually get Daz Blade on this lap. if he keeps up this pace. In fact, I don't think I know, because he's brought it down to half a second already, within like a blink of an eye. And on this back straight, Joel has just got another 3-second penalty after starting so well with a McLaren P12. Gronfeldt has overtaken Rousseff. Marcus just needs to not do anything stupid, because he's got the podium, he's got the P... Ooh, wiggle on there. He's got the P1 in the bag. We'll sit on board with Daz Blade and watch him come over the line, but the winner will be Marcus Short in that Williams. He chose the right strategy. He was right down the grid. He brought it back. Hard racing. Short Marcus P1. Daz Blade P2. NUFC Irvine P3. Just managed to pinch it off of the Chuckle Brothers. No, the Chuckle Brothers go with P3. I do apologise. Chuckle Brothers do finish on their podium. NUFC Irvine P4. Let's wait for the rest of the results just to come in front of my eyes. P5 is Joel. P6 will be Simon Jr. P6. Sharpman P7. Gronfeldt P8. No, sorry, Rousseff P8. Gronfeldt P9. Navi Rapture P10. And that finishes off a very, very nice race in Russia, gentlemen. Driver of the day, I'm going to go and give it to the Chuckle Brothers for finishing on that podium. They had no time penalties. They had a very clean race. So I'm going to give the Chuckle Brothers the driver of the day. Although Marcus Short did a fantastic job as well. But the Chuckle Brothers are my driver of the day. Thank you. Watch these guys on this podium now. There's your Williams of Marcus Short. Daz Blade there in P2. And the Chuckle Brothers bringing up the final podium place of P3. Well done, guys. Fantastic race.